Well, Mr. Blatter officially announced that he had changed his mind regarding not running again. He confessed that a few years ago he really said that it would have been his last term, but he said, okay, I changed my mind, so I took that as an official confirmation that he will run. So I took the floor and I told him that this was not a personal attack, because I respect him. I know him a little bit personal, I like him as a person. But the FIFA has a executive president, and an executive president means that you are responsible. You have the final responsibility for what is happening in FIFA. And if you look at the way people think about FIFA at the moment, they have a very ugly reputation, and that reputation has been built up in the last 5-6 years. And when people talk about FIFA, it is always linked to bribery, old boys network, money and things like that, corruption. And yes, he is leading the reforms at the moment, that is true, but he is leading reforms that occurred in a period where he was also the president. So he bears the final responsibility for that. And I believe that if that is the case, and if you really want to renew FIFA, and if you really want to do something good for FIFA and the game, then somebody new should carry on and try to change the ugly reputation that FIFA has at the moment. And then yes, there will be countries who say, no, I want you to continue. But I told him also that since I am very active at Twitter, I know very well how people think. So I told him, if you go to #Blatter or #FIFA or #FIFA Mafia, then you can read that millions of people have a completely different view over FIFA, and that they dislike what is happening there. So it is not good for FIFA if he would run, and that's what I told him.
Do you want to stand as a potential candidate for his job?
No, we have that's not up to me. That's up to Europe. But our preferred candidate is Michel Platini. And Michel Platini, in the same room, declared that he will definitely make up his mind in the beginning of September. So we will wait for that. And if Michel Platini decides to go, we will of course support him. If he decides not to go, then all European countries have to gather again and to decide whether they will come up with another candidate. That is the situation.
But can Michel Platini really go? Since he voted for Qatar, and Qatar is such a...
Yeah, but why not? I mean, but I can understand also why people vote for Qatar. I mean, I can assure you that it will be a very good World Cup. But the only problem is, the only problem is you cannot play in the summer. And now we are looking for a possibility to play in the winter. Only after Qatar was elected, all of a sudden people discovered that maybe something is wrong.
Like Michel Platini discovered after his vote. Michel Platini discovered that after his vote too.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Okay, and that is why at this very moment we are carrying out an independent inquiry, and that is a real good inquiry, I guess, or I believe, and then we wait for the result of that inquiry, and only after you know that, we can say what should have been done or what has to be done, but not at this moment.
What do you think happens if Sepp Blatter is re-elected as FIFA president? What do you think that will do for the game of football?
I think FIFA will come to a standstill. Because I also told him, and that is my true opinion, that people don't really take him serious anymore. Because now a few months ago he all of a sudden said the voting for Qatar was a mistake. That means that he blames all the others. Yesterday or the day before yesterday he linked racism to the vote. Yeah, how can you do that? I mean, there are other examples of things he said that I wouldn't have said if I was him. and that people don't expect from the FIFA president to say. So if somebody like him has to go to presidents and to other countries to do something for the FIFA, he doesn't have a good reputation, according to me, anymore. So I think FIFA would come to a standstill, and it will take another 4 years before we can really renew FIFA.
Do you expect him to listen to UEFA?
I don't know. I could see that he didn't expect this, of course, and I don't know what he will do.
If Mr. Platini ultimately decides he will not stand, and UEFA decide that they would like you to be their candidate, would you accept that candidacy at that time?
I don't know yet. We first have to see. We first have to see what Michel is going to do. I hope he goes. If not, all the countries will decide who will be the most favorable candidate.